AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
You get banned to a little bit.
You had your glasses. You had your glasses on earlier today. You had your glasses on. You could see all the comments. You saw what was going on. Oh, all right. He gonna ignore me now. He saw what was going on. He's seen me in the comments on him.
I didn't even realize you was talking to me. I didn't even lie.
He seen me in the comments earlier. He tried to act like he was blind.
I don't wear glasses, so there's only one other person. We live.
Big Flea, biggest job with the family.
Knicks rehab.
How dare you? It says Knicks rehab.
I told Big Flea he looked like Mike Brown today. He ain't like that.
Was that Big Flea in the comments? Big Flea in the comments earlier?
No. That's another nigga from Brooklyn. This nigga Flea from Brooklyn. Nah, I told my pops he looked like Mike Brown. I gotta send y'all a picture of him so y'all can understand. So y'all can understand.
Well, we heard AllBall. His gas come off, so that means his audio is working great.
Go. I that off his chest.
Well, you know,
who you watching, OG? Who you watching? Who's playing right now?
Philly and Orlando. I'm just waiting for y'all, man. Yeah, I'm just waiting for y'all, man. I'm prolonging. I'm just waiting, man.
That's waiting for us. He's waiting for us. Wait no longer. Oh yeah, the topic just won't die down. They keep elbow dropping Draymond Green. He's a bum. He's trash. He ain't shit. They all saying it. Kenyon Martin back. He started it on Gilbert Arenas. He got more to add to the shenanigans, to the kerfuffles.
When we were talking on this couch, I praised him for his accomplishments, for his career. But like I said, I can name 200 people better at basketball than him. That's not a fucking lie. Tell me when I lied. You the 35th pick for a reason. We're talking about basketball and skill set here. From when you got drafted to now, basketball skill set. We're not talking about your 4 championships. You did that. Cool. Absolutely. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about what you stand on. That's what I'm talking about here, right? So for a person that's had more 0-point games in their career than 20-point games, what are we talking about here? That's you going out there and scoring 0 points 46 times in your career. Only scoring 20 points 44 times. That's what you have done and not done. That ain't me. So underachievement, not so much, right?
It starts there. It starts there. But I promise you, it gets better. It got hated. Show me what they say. What he said, 46,000 times you scored.
He said 46, right?
You scored 46,000 times. Flea, it's not your time. It's not your time for your corrections and truth.
My bad.
You come in here for exaggerations and pleito, y chisme, bochinche. That's what this is about. Yeah. Kenyon Martin, he continued. Josiah, these guys are instigators. How dare y'all?
Swaggy defending Draymond. This might be why, so let's talk about it. So Draymond also addressed another subject on his show,
get to this.
going at some members or accounts requesting the contributions of Swaggy P to the 2018 Warriors championship squad.
One thing I want to share with Kenyon Martin and Rashad McCants, you know, a couple guys who tries to attack Nick Young about his NBA championship is this. I know you guys don't understand what it means to win an NBA championship. So in an NBA championship, you have your guys who has to deliver. Me, Steph, and Clay, we had to deliver. And then you have all your guys who's like play a role. What I like to call them is swing players. As opposed to role players, I like to call them swing players. Your job is to swing one series. And so when you go look at our championship run that Nick Young was a part of, Nick Young was the swing player in the Houston series. Game 6 or 7, Nick Young was one of the primary defenders on James Harden. Nick Young hit big threes. He swung the series for us. Guess what? Job done. When you talk about winning a championship, he swung the series. What the New Jersey Nets needed Kenyon Martin to do. They needed you to swing the series, but you couldn't swing the series, so y'all lost. Y'all got smacked.
Yeah. So you saying that he comparing me and you, right?
They not comparing.
No, they said I was supposed to do what you did, swing a series, right? How can, so when the leading scorer is supposed to swing the series? I'm asking. Is that what he mean?
Based on his criteria, I don't think you fit the criteria of a swing player.
So what the fuck is this clown talking about here, man? Like, who's swinging what series? I'm the leading scorer on the fucking team. In the playoffs and the regular season.
I love it.
Who swinging who what? What? J. Kidd had a bigger name. Yes. J. Kidd was first team All-NBA. Yes. He was. Yes.
Yeah.
I led the team in scoring and fucking rebounding.
Who's
swinging what? I don't fit that fucking criteria.
Nobody.
I'm sorry.
Nobody want to be a swinger.
Like, I don't swing series. I help win series. I help put foot to ass in series. I'm the main reason we swept niggas in series. I was a part of that. So me being a swing player in the series, no. Closeout games in the series. Knicks swept them in their house, 35 on their floor, 35-13 on their floor. Who's swinging what?
You led the team in scoring?
Yes.
It's facts,
Well, how
Nick.
much you average?
It's facts, Nick.
How much?
Can I ask you
what does it matter? It could have been
just
10, Nick.
saying.
10 points, Nick.
I don't think it was
I led us to scoring with 10 points, Nick.
I'm just saying.
10 points.
Me throwing this around.
It's facts.
You saying it to me like
I'm saying it to the world because it's facts. You can go look it up.
saying it to me like
the world. You can go look it
I
up.
just want to know how much.
You can go look it up. 10 points. 10 points. In the finals when we lost to the Lakers, I averaged 22, led the team in scoring.
I'm talking about overall.
In the playoffs overall. Yes,
The whole
Nick.
season, you led the team in scoring.
Yes, Nick.
And what was that? 20 or something?
No. 10. 10 points. Average 10 points. More than 8. What your man averaged. He averaged 8 for his career.
Oh, not.
So I averaged 10.
Yeah. Draymond tried to divide and conquer. It kind of worked because you got Nick all in his feelings, and you definitely got Kenyon all in his feelings. Oh, boy. This is right up your alley. Bochinche Drive. What is your reaction to more Kenyon Martin, Draymond slander?
It's starting to be fatigue on me, man. Like, I'm being honest, it's too personal. This has nothing to do with basketball. Because I'm gonna be honest, I can name 500 niggas better than every last one of the niggas on that couch. So when he go, I can name 200 players better. I can name 400 players better than all them niggas. Like, listen, man. I respect that Kenyon Martin is, how can I say, being honest, whether, we like his opinion or not. I like, people that say what they say and mean what they say. Because Draymond Green is a bully, whether people want to admit it or not. And I like, when some people, step up to the bully. But let's be for real. I don't know who wants to see Draymond Green and Kenyon Martin beef. If y'all not gonna get in the ring, which I think would be the better situation. Like, when we talk about great players, when we talk about the smoke we want to see, Draymond Green and Kenyon Martin name is never gonna come up. I'm sorry. So it's funny, but I seen in the video earlier, people try to make fun of Swaggy P, but he was in the league, right? And, I don't like how Kenyon Martin sometimes the arguments he tries to make. We can say what we want about Swaggy P, but he made the NBA, and he was there for a significant amount of years. And at times he was productive. Is he a clown? Is he a headache? Is he a fool? Yeah, but he was in the league, and I like how he stood up for himself. There was a back and forth with him that I love more than the Draymond Green and Kenyon Martin, because Swaggy P is one of those guys that does get bullied. And then when his back is against the wall, he has to protect himself. So for me, I think Kenyon Martin is going a little too far. As we can clearly see, this shit is for likes and views. Gilbert Arenas loves it. But I just love that, somebody is actually saying something to Draymond Green, because what Draymond Green gets away with on and off the court, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't like Draymond Green. Let's just get that out the way. And I think the glaze for him is too much. And I said this the other day, why people are throwing shots at Draymond Green is because when they talk about some of the greats and things of that nature, his name gets brought up. And Kenyon Martin has a point. Paul Pierce had a great point, because those guys are probably saying in the back of their minds, why the fuck is y'all niggas talking about Draymond Green? And I'm the truth, Paul Pierce. So I think this situation is fun, it's entertaining, but it's starting to get a little out of control because, like I said, it goes from talk about basketball to blatant disrespect. But I'm gonna be honest. The real question is, and I think those guys on that couch are scared to ask that. That's why that moderator is trash. You know what he's supposed to ask, right? Who would y'all want on your team? Who would y'all want to play with to go for a championship? Would you want Kenyon Martin, or would you want Draymond Green? And watch all of them tell Kenyon Martin to his face, I'd rather have Draymond Green. That's what you want to do if you want to blow that couch up. So for me, it's fun, it's entertaining, but it's starting to get a little fatigued, because it's like, listen, y'all ain't gonna meet face to face. Like I would love for them to sit down, don't hash it out, make y'all points, and then still don't like each other. See, my thing is, you ain't gotta kumbaya. My thing is, if y'all not gonna have a battle, listen. At the end of the day, after a while, it's all for nothing. But like I said, if I'm the moderator, if I'm Gilbert, that's the question I'm asking. Okay, if we all had a team to construct and was going for a championship in a 7-game series, what power forward would we want on our team? Would it be peak Kenyon Martin, or would it be peak Draymond Green? And to me, that answers it all. That right there should be the poll. Championship level team. I don't care what your starting five is, what your bench is, what your coach is. At your power forward position, who would you rather play with? And we need the age group from the age of the 15 to 50, 60. And see how many people pick Draymond, see how many people pick Kenyon Martin. I would love something like that, but this shit, all these niggas is out of control. But for me, I just feel Kenyon Martin, sometimes you could come off a little too tough. And after a while, it's like, I'm being honest, bro. You too tough, my nigga. Real quick for me, and I'll let y'all go. Years ago, we was in a gambling spot one day. I'm talking about years ago, right? And it's a dude in there that's a funny dude. And he was getting into it with somebody, and he told the nigga, you that tough? Bite a nail, man. Get out. I don't care about none of that. So just my thing with Kenyon, bro, you come on too tough, bro. You niggas is athletes. I don't know what huh?
I'm putting that in my pocket.
Yeah, still at.
Let another nigga act. Go bite a nail. Nigga. Fuck out.
Yo, and think about this. He told this, it probably was 100 people in there. So just imagine you lose. Yo, that shit was hilarious, and it just broke the silence of the room, because after a while, it's like, yo, bro, for me with Kenyon Martin, and I'll let you cook, Flea, bro, when the last time you had a physical fight? What's the purpose of all this adrenaline and toughness sitting on the couch? I'm not saying you can't fight. I'm not saying you won't fight. But a lot of you dudes, listen, I'm pretty sure both of y'all can get $1 million, go get some training from Khabib and all them niggas, get in the octagon, put the gloves on, get in the octagon. See, that's where the real smoke is at. That's where the real smoke is at. Get in the octagon. Fuck a boxing match. No. Get in the octagon. You niggas get to use your knuckles, your feet, your elbows, all that. So for me, if it ain't coming to that after a couple of days, man, y'all niggas go sit down. Y'all niggas is millionaires. Y'all niggas ain't having no fights. Stop it. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing to each other if y'all see each other. So cut the jokes. But it's entertaining and fun. But like I said, I just think they sitting there asking the wrong questions. I would like to know after this show's over, who y'all would rather have on your team at that position going for a championship.
Do I have Steph Curry?
I don't care who you have.
I'm just saying, if I have Steph Curry, that changes the question. But okay.
I mean, we can get to that at the end, but Flea, what's your, because you haven't even chimed in on any of this, but you do have feelings on it. You just,
For sure.
it has to be reeled in and out. I'm not pausing nothing on 43.
That's fine.
What's your reaction to all this, though? I mean, Drew Hooper University at its finest. I would say we have an alum here, but I'm going to be respectful because
be respectful. Be respectful.
Yo, I wish we was in person so you get the mics moving, get the furniture moving,
get the furniture moving. Many times, man. If we was in person, it'd be so many times I'd jump. What?
Jazzy Jeff me.
Hey, we get right back to it.
Like what Kenyon wants to do to Draymond. So what is your response to all this? Because it is. I guess it is. I don't think it's draining, but go ahead, Flea. Like, what's your response to all this?
I mean, it has grown legs and it's become something completely different than what it originally was. I think Kenyon Martin's original point still stands. I don't think Draymond Green addressed the original point. And I think many people forget what his original point was. The original point is you being compared to notorious tough guys and notorious enforcers is wrong because you are not Charles Oakley. You are not Buck Williams. You are not Otis Thorpe. You are not Kenyon Martin. You are not one of those guys that part of your job is to be physical, is to play defense, is to be intimidating, right? He doesn't come off as an intimidating factor to me. Is he one of the best defensive players in his generation? For sure. But the actual what they were talking about, I don't think was ever addressed, and I think still stands to be true. Draymond ain't one of those big enforcer tough guys. He's that in today's era, but that era you had to be really tough. Xavier McDaniel was choking up Wes Matthews in front of the scores table. Like, don't fucking play with me. And it wasn't like for play, right? You can't step on Sabonis's chest and then run away like nothing happened. You can't flail and kick Steven Adams in the nuts and that shit flies, right? You're not going to kick Dikembe Mutombo in the nuts by accident and try to play it off like it's, yo, my bad. That's not happening. That's not happening. So, God bless the dead. Rest in peace. But so I just think, like, as it grows legs now and as they talking about comparing their players, for me, I don't really appreciate Draymond Green reminding us that we're a four-time champion. Like, players like that tend to have to do that when they talk about their career as basketball players. And I'm going to be honest with you. Championships are team awards. They are won by teams. Find me a single player that has won a championship, has got through a 7-game series by himself. You can't find me one. So for him to act like I hate those type of niggas, right? I'm glad that Robert Horry doesn't get a microphone put in his face too often for me to hear you talk about 7 championships on multiple different teams that you was never the main guy. I'm glad I don't hear him say that often. I'm glad. Draymond Green, every chance he gets, he reminds us that he's a 4-time champion. That's why ring culture is trash. Ring culture is garbage. It's garbage. It's garbage to even talk about when we talk about comparing players like them. Don't talk to me about rings that you were a part of. You were a part of. You were along for the ride. You see how he tried to dress that up with Clay Clay and Steph had to show up. No, nigga, you were a swing guy. Fabian harkens back all the time to, well, when Draymond Green pushed Jaylen Brown on the floor and he punked him that time, that's a swing player role. Like, that's a role that you play. You gotta muck the game up a little bit. So let me do what I gotta do. Let me try to get in his head. Dennis Rodman, right? Let me try to get in Karl Malone's head a little bit, get him out of his game, help us win this series. Because this Utah team is tough. Let me try to do this. Right? That's the role. That's a swing role. You want to talk about swing players? That's a role of a swing player. They did not rely on you to score the basketball. They did not rely on you to stop the best player. You couldn't do nothing with James Harden ever. You talked about Nick Young being a primary defender on James Harden. What the fuck were you doing? Generational defensive player? What were you doing during that 7-game series? Because that went 7, y'all. Y'all remember that, right? They didn't sweep them. That went 7. And had Chris Paul not got hurt, who knows? We don't know. We don't know what that series looks like. So I don't like the fact that Draymond's rebuttal to a guy like Kenyon Martin is rings. Kenyon Martin was in the finals as a second-year player. Kenyon Martin was a number 1 overall draft pick. Kenyon Martin changed the trajectory of a lottery team. Obviously, Jason Kidd was brought into the fold, so I'm not going to act like that didn't happen. But those are the 2 things that happened. They traded for Jason Kidd, and they drafted Kenyon Martin. Voila, they're in the finals, back-to-back years. Kenyon Martin is a huge reason why. Quite honestly, do I feel like he could have been replaced in that role? Yeah, you probably could find somebody else to replace him. Do I feel like Draymond Green could be replaced in his role? I feel like that. He could absolutely be replaced and they still win. Draymond Green is a cog in the championships. He is not the main reason why they have won championships. Steve Kerr is a hell of a coach. Steph Curry is a generational talent, is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I said this years ago, if Draymond Green is on the Orlando Magic, if he's on the Detroit Pistons, if he's on the Dallas Mavericks, if he's on the Los Angeles Clippers, it's not the same player. Does he last 10 years in the league? Does every team need that specific skill set that he provided Golden State? I don't know. I've never seen him away from Steph Curry. Never seen him. I've seen Kenyon Martin in other situations aside from the New Jersey Nets in the finals. I've seen him battling in the Western Conference Finals with the Denver Nuggets. He's on that team. He's a starter on that team. He helped get that team to the Western Conference Finals. They run into Kobe, but part of another winning culture. So I ain't never seen Draymond Green outside of being an expensive backpack. And you can run down on me. You're not going to punch me in my face like you did Poole because he called you expensive back. Nah, you ain't going to up it on me like that. The tough guy act got to go. It has to go. He doesn't even have respect for Charles Barkley. Think about that. He go in that Kenyon Martin, that's cool. But he tries to play that championship shit and going back and forth with Charles Barkley. Somebody who's a top 3, top 5 player at his position all time. All time. So the nigga lacks respect because he has 4 rings. That's the problem for me, is that it gives you carte blanche to talk to and act however you want to act with all of these better individual players. You are a great team basketball player. But roll the ball out there, like I say all the time, roll the fucking ball out there. What this shit really started, how all this one-on-one culture. I love it. We can have that. We could talk that talk another day. But I love how niggas is just saying, fuck it. Roll the ball out there, put the bread up, and let's get to it. He not doing that. He'll never do that.
I think you mentioned Rodman and Draymond. They get compared the most out of all the power forwards. And I love the fact that you said Rodman's a swing player. Love the fact that you said ring culture is trash. Been saying that for years. And what I don't like is Draymond is trash, no skills, talentless. He needed this guy. Got to compare him to the previous era to diminish what he's accomplished. He's done it. He's done it. Everybody else that talks ring culture, they've been talking about it for years, my entire life. Now all of a sudden, because Draymond wants to bring it up, it's a problem. It's been a problem for me. Now all of a sudden it's trash because it's Draymond saying it. This is when I start to see the hypocrisy.
You ever hear Scottie Pippen talk about I got 6 rings?
Yes.
You ever hear Scottie Pippen
Yes.
talk about I got 6 rings?
All
You
the
lying.
time.
You lying.
Listen,
You're lying. You're not telling the truth.
Okay, listen. We can agree to disagree because I'm not going to go back and forth about whether I heard Scottie say that, Michael Jordan say that all the time, Kobe Bryant say that. Kobe Bryant and Shaq. Kobe Bryant, exactly. The greatest players of all time. The guys that are the bar use it as a way to go at each other. And Kobe and Shaq. Yo, Kobe, how does my ass taste? Right? Shaq made a song like that. And then Kobe came back and won another. So we seeing the best of the best use that as a way to say I'm better than you, regardless of who you got better than Shaq or Kobe. So why can't Draymond say that to other players? He's accomplished
because
this.
The best of the best is measured by winning. You are along for the ride. You are a part of winning. Winning championships is a team thing. But for Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant to be sitting at a table talking about who has more rings, and if 06 Kobe played against 92 Jordan, what would that look? He can't have those conversations.
He's a part of it now. And regardless of what y'all think, you can name 200 power forwards better.
He's a part of what?
He's a part of the history of the NBA. When you break down the history of the NBA, they got 4 rings, 5, whatever it is, 5 rings, the Warriors. Now, when you go down the timeline for the last 15 years, a dynasty. What was the last NBA dynasty? It's the Warriors. You're gonna have to go back to that team. You have to mention his name way before Kenyon Martin or anybody. And a lot of these power forwards you guys mentioned, all these power forwards. Kenyon Martin is right because now it got personal. But the other part of this is, I love this. I love this because new media is bullshit. You guys did not like Skip Bayless and Nick Wright, Stephen A. Smith, and then Shannon Sharp turned into one of them. You didn't like that they did exactly what you're doing now because this is how you get views. This is how we talk. You talk shit. You talk trash. And you use anything to talk trash. That's what you do. And they were swearing up and down that they're such basketball savants that they didn't need to do that to talk basketball and get ratings and get an accolade as a media member. That's what's funny to me. That's the biggest joke out of all this. And Kenyon Martin has resorted to that, Mr. Tough Guy himself. So I agree with you, AllBall. He do be acting mad tough for no reason. Yo, bro, you're talking about basketball. And now you do sound like you want to be in an MMA fight. I don't want to see it. I want to see y'all just go back and forth about basketball and talk shit to each other because that's what you did on the court too. So I don't mind that. And Draymond being you have to mention Charles Oakley and the guys who could clearly beat him up and the whole era of tough guys. Of course, it's not that era, but Draymond in his era is that. The agitator, the tough guy. I ain't see nobody do nothing to him in this era. Nothing.
He don't step to nobody. And that was Kenyon Martin's point.
You
play with these Euro niggas. You play with these niggas that's soft. Like I said, Aldama, Nurkic, all those funny names. You could play with them niggas if you want.
He played with
with a Tucson. Play with a Colin. Play with a Raymond. Play with us.
Yeah,
you don't play with them type of niggas.
I understand that, but that's not the. He plays with Cat because he knows he's the weak link, bro. He's a bully. That's what I'm good. That's what you do as a bully. So somebody knocks you out, you play bully. That's what you do.
But what you just said, I don't mean to cut y'all off. What you just said, that's the point Kenyon Martin is making.
That's the point he's making.
But it's also a basketball game. The reason why we got you guys keep pointing to he's trash, he has no talent, he has no skill, he has none of these things. Yet somehow you guys keep trying to take away his credit. You can't do that when arguing with him. All you could do is be like, yo, bro, yeah, it's soft. That's all you could tell him. Stick to that, but don't take away his rings like, oh, he's just a backpack. No, he's not just a backpack. Bro, he single-handedly turned around a series in the finals. He did that. They admitted that we were punked by him. The whole team.
You hold on to that a little too much. And I need to say something to you about that. Please. You've been holding on to that for way too long. Fabian, that was a moment. That didn't swing the series.
Okay.
That didn't swing the series. Steph Curry went nuclear. That swung the series. That didn't swing the series.
And let's not forget.
They shit the bed. Tatum shot poorly. Like, come on. Like, we talking like Draymond swung. Boston was up 2-1 in that series.
But let's not forget also, and this is the thing with Draymond Green that I really don't like. When we talk about this Golden State thing and the dynasty, the run that they had, we tend to forget Klay Thompson and what he was in his prime. We tend to forget how great of a player, shooter, defender he was. Like I always say this, and I'm gonna keep saying this. That was Steph Curry's protector. Y'all can keep thinking it was Draymond Green, but you know who was guarding the best opposing guards night in and night out? It was Klay Thompson. So that's the thing I don't like when these conversations come up. Y'all both make great points. And Fabian, you are correct. You can't take away what Draymond Green did. But you know what I said the other day? If we're going to glaze Draymond Green, you have to glaze Robert Horry. You have to glaze Derek Fisher. You have to glaze a lot of these dudes.
You don't, OG.
No,
they don't talk like this.
No.
They don't talk like this.
But Flea, I'm saying us as basketball people, right, that love the game. I'm saying if we're going to have conversations about how important Draymond Green was to the dynasty, then we got to talk about how important other guys were that played just as well as him, that were important just as much as him, that helped win championships. He's not the only role player that helped win 4 championships. And to me, that's what drives me crazy. When everybody's talking about Draymond Green, we acting like this shit ain't never been done before.
What's been done before?
A role player helping win 4 championships. Andre Iguodala's more important than Draymond Green. Right. In their run.
Andre Iguodala wasn't there in 2022. He was there for the entire run. Steph Curry wants him in for a reason. He's there doing what Steph Curry doesn't want to do. That's the other thing that nobody's talking about.
Clay was doing that.
Yeah, okay. Bob Myers got Draymond Green off that court, pulled him like he was his kid. Like, yo, calm down. They're the one. Adam Silver's begging Draymond not to retire. Why is this? Why is this? If he's a non-factor the way you guys make him out to be in this, we're talking about his era. Don't bring up 92, don't bring up 82, none of that. We're talking about 2012 to 2022. Draymond Green's a major factor in a dynasty. So this is why it's like, if I'm Draymond, y'all told me get the rings, y'all told me defensive player of the year, y'all told me that. I went and got that. And don't tell me I'm just some sidekick. Because I'm doing what they all don't want to do. I'm showing up every practice. I'm setting the tone. I'm pointing to the elephant in the room. None of y'all are doing that. Everybody in the league doesn't do that.
So hold on, OG. Draymond lost a lot of shit for them too.
Yes.
We talk about dynasties. That could have been in a completely different dynasty had he just been a better person. Fuck play. Yeah, we can get personal now. It is already personal. Be a better person, right? Be a better player. Be a better person. That 16 shit, that's on him. LeBron's phenomenal. Kyrie phenomenal. That's on him. That's on him. And then
1,000,000%.
To follow it up, he's a complete swing player in 17 and 18. No Kevin Durant, they don't win. No Kevin Durant, they don't win. They weren't coming back in 17 to beat Cleveland. They didn't have enough no more.
But
he also said it himself.
Yes, but that you're talking about Kevin Durant. Who else? If that is those two guys.
So what?
He's not on their level. Kenyon Martin's not on their level. A bunch of power forwards that he mentioned is not on their level. So to just take away again, we're taking away credit from Draymond Green. He was able to shoot when he was younger.
Yes, y'all are. You giving him too much credit.
What's the too much credit? They moved Steph off the ball. He helped facilitate the offense. He did that. Without Klay Thompson was not doing that. Andre Iguodala was not doing that. Andrew Bogut wasn't doing that. KD wasn't doing that. It was Draymond that was doing that.
Wiggins was doing that.
They were not engineering an offense and setting screens, these illegal screens and all that. I agree with all that. It's all dirty.
Iguodala didn't help run the offense.
Andre Iguodala did not run the offense and set a screen for Steph Curry. He did not do that, bro.
I know what I saw. You try to give this. You try
he
to
brought
give
the
this
ball
dominant
up. He might have
because you
facilitated.
saw it. It means I saw it too. That
Yes,
didn't happen.
and Audrey Iguodala is also a better player than Draymond Green. I'm not even going back and forth about that. I'm saying that's how they got Steph off the ball. Steph's the superstar. That's what happened. Mike doesn't win without Scotty and Horace Grant and Dennis Rodman and BJ Armstrong and other dudes. So to say that they could win without him, to me, I'm not saying that. I'm not going to go there. It happened. You can't take away a fact. And that's the part of me just like, bro, call him fake tough, call him whatever you want, but you can't say he wasn't part of winning all that. You can't say that Golden State is not worth $18 billion. Part of a heavy reason why is because he's there. He's there.
See, hold on. The other day, they don't have nothing to do with this. It evolved into basketball and all of this. Kenyon Martin's point still hasn't been addressed by any of us, anybody on that fucking couch, Draymond Green, commenters. It still hasn't been addressed. We've moved it to something that is completely different now. You're defending him as a basketball player. Fine. Me and OG are like, he ain't shit. Fine. But at the end of the day, Kenyon Martin's point, his point was clear as day. It was clear as day. And it don't have nothing to do with nobody's 4 championships. It don't have nothing to do with how many points you scored. It don't have nothing to do with that. So let's bring it back and actually address what Kenyon Martin was saying, because we could go off the rails with this all night. I'm fine with that. But at the end of the day, Draymond Green is not elite. He's not an elite basketball player. He's elite for Golden State and what they did. He's not an elite basketball player. Miss me with that.
But we all agree with that part too. We also agree with that he's a fake tough guy. We agree with that. But then it turns into discrediting what he did.
Not gonna be with it.
That's cool, but that's what a bunch of players that did that. A bunch. He just happened to be on a dynasty team.
Fabian?
He is. This is the part to me that's like, okay, so then
but you can't be an enforcers don't have a list. They don't have a list where I'm gonna fuck with this and I ain't fucking with that. When he turned around and saw Ron Artest, he was like, I'm not fucking with that.
Right.
When he sees Serge Ibaka, I'm not fucking with that.
Rephrase
when he
that.
kicked Steven Adams in the nuts, he prayed to God, please forgive me.
Rephrase that. It's not that I'm not fucking with that. I can't fuck with that. There's a big difference. He's got when DeMarcus Cousins talking all that shit and Zebo said, "Round my way, we bully the bullies." There was no what happened to DeMarcus Cousins.
You ever seen him play with Zach?
Exactly. Because these are guys. That's why Charles Oakley. None of these guys are playing with each other. I don't care what Kendrick Perkins is talking about. I'm gonna go into the locker room and fight you. Okay, well you just lost the game. What are you talking about? Now we off basketball. That's what Draymond's thing is. The same thing with Rodman. That's why the ultimate comparison got to be Rodman in a different era, because Rodman wasn't a superstar, top 10 player, top 20 player in his time, top 30 maybe, and it had to do with being defensive player of the year and agitating the defense and the opposition. That's what Rodman was doing.
And every basketball that came off the rim, it was going to find its way into Dennis Rodman's hands. Draymond Green ain't that.
No, but he's also bringing the ball up. He's doing it. He's setting screen. Illegal or not, you don't like the style of it. That's cool. But he did it. He did it, and they were able to move their superstar guy to the Reggie Miller role, the super duper Reggie Miller role. He's a heavy reason why.
So now,
like I said, you said something earlier that he was a major something. I forgot the word you used after that. And for me, like I said, I'm not here to take away his rings, but if Draymond Green is so great at what he does, we all agree if Kyrie and Kevin Love don't get hurt, they don't win that first championship. They had to go get more help. Why they didn't go back as constructed if Draymond Green is this great? I'm speaking as if I'm him, because in his mind, he's really that great. Like he said, me, Clay, and Steph had to bring it every night. So these championships that you were so much contributed to, 2 of them, 1 of them, Kyrie and Kevin Love got hurt, and everybody knows you wouldn't have won. The other 2, oh, you know what? We ain't that good. Let's go get Kevin Durant. Oh, and then the 4th one, you played the part, but you know what y'all had to go do? Y'all had to go get Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole, who don't get enough credit, played out his mind. So for me, Fabian, I understand what you're saying. I could never take away his rings, but the credit and the glaze he gets for them, once again, I'm asking you, did Derek Fisher do just as many important things for the 5 championships that he won that Draymond did?
No.
Okay.
No. He did not
Okay.
defend, he did not defend centers,
Okay.
power forwards, 3s, 2s, and 1s. Derek Fisher was guarding point guards. Like, he's not setting up Shaq and Kobe throughout the game. That's not what he was doing. He had clutch shots. He defended the point guards. That's what he did. He's helped set up the triangle offense. That kind of point guard you need in a triangle offense. Draymond Green is a part of the big 3 in Golden State. Derek Fisher's not part of no big 3.
He did, OG. He did.
You named 3 to 4. No, hold on. You named 3 to 4 important things that Derek Fisher did for his team. The same 3 or 4. Yeah, you did. What are you talking about?
What was it? He set screens. He was bringing the ball up.
You just said guard opposing teams' guards. And the time that he was guard, we're talking about Tony Parker. We're talking about, like, if I got to think back, we're talking about Chris Paul in his prime. Like, we're talking about certain
like he said.
We're talking about certain point guards. Derek Fisher, eat that up. Derek Fisher had to go and guard, right? So all we saying is, since the conversation is about the rings, fuck it, we could just stay there then. We could stay here with the ring culture dumb shit. If it is ring culture, why is he the guy that gets to talk this way? But all the other swing and role players that played huge roles in multiple championships, you don't hear a fucking thing from them. And this nigga's active. He's active still. These guys got plenty of time to run their mouth, talk. It's podcast culture. It's put a microphone in front of everybody and talk. I don't hear 7-time champion Robert Horry talking like this. I don't hear y'all brought up Derek Fisher. I don't hear D Fish talking like this. Lamar Odom is a multiple-time champion. He understood his role next to Kobe Bryant. He understood it. So, like, why does he get to talk like he's some outstanding player that the championships hinged on him? 2 of those championships happened because they went and got Kevin Durant. 2 of those. That's half. Can't hear you. Good. Fix your mic because you was talking.
Yeah,
crazy.
he's talking that bullshit. That mic went out.
He's talking crazy. He's talking crazy. Fix your mic. Get your shit together. Think about some of the things that you were saying. Now,
I ain't got to think about nothing. Nobody wants to hear Robert Horry talk. Nobody wants to hear Robert Horry talk.
What the fuck does that mean? It don't matter. I'm talking about the context of what they're saying.
Yo, listen, you asked the question. You guys try to attack a point that an incomplete point, by the way. You asked the question, why doesn't Robert Horry? Nobody wants to hear Robert Horry talk. He don't go viral for talking. Draymond does. Nobody wants to hear him talk. Nobody wants to hear Derek Fisher talking. None of that shit. And you guys just took
culture is now.
I said Draymond guarded 1 through 5 in his era, and then you just took the 1 and said Derek Fisher guarded guards too. He ain't guard like Draymond. He just didn't. He was never in the running for Defensive Player of the Year ever. So to say that Derek Fisher did what Draymond did in his era is crazy. Robert Horry did not do what Draymond did in his era. He just didn't. Those are role players that are not in his class.
Oh shit,
dog.
Yo, Fabian. Let me get you a jersey. Go and get you a Draymond Green jersey at this point. Because at the end of the day, we all watched the same things. We all saw the same things. And now we're about to level up so Bruce Bowen's a role player too. He did the same things Draymond Green did. He's a notch below him as a role player in that dynasty. What are we talking about, man? Now there's levels to role players. Either you're a role player or you fucking not.
Listen, call him a super role player, call him whatever you want. It was 10 years of that.
Role player.
They went to 5 or 6 championships. You can say, listen, y'all can say whatever y'all want. It's glazed this, glazed that. I don't even like him. I just don't like when y'all all of a sudden, when Shaq yelling at Charles Barkley about rings, people were laughing at that. I said that shit ain't funny. Why you talking to Barkley like that? Like Barkley wasn't that dude. He was that dude.
They can do that because
no. So now
those dudes can do that.
So then I don't mind Draymond talking to Kenyon Martin like Kenyon Martin was this superstar stud. He wasn't that either. I don't care what he's with 35 points against the Knicks. He wasn't a superstar dude in your era either.
Niggas like me. Run up niggas like me. That's what Kenyon Martin said. Run up. That was the original point.
Yes.
The first thing a nigga said when he got intimidated was, "I got 4 rings and you don't."
Right.
Bitch, shut up.
That's what he's gonna do.
Be tough like you really tough.
He's not tough.
I grew up in Saginaw. All that shit you talk. Display that against niggas that'll gum up in your mouth. Pause.
He's not gonna
do that to niggas that's with it.
Draymond, keep doing your thing. Get another $100 million from the TVs, the TV companies and everything. Put these guys in a frenzy. You see how you got these motherfuckers? I love it. I love it. People killing the game. Got Adam Silver in the palm of his hands. Bum ass, junkyard dog ass motherfucker. Yeah, that guy. He did it. Killed the game. No superstar, no signature shoes, no commercials, none of that. Regular weed.
Can I say something?
Bag up another one.
And I'm gonna say this, and this is my last point. And I think you're overrating and overhyping his presence in front of the mic. Just my honest opinion. We don't have to argue about that.
I'm not listening. Hold on. It's not an argument. It's not. See, you're confusing what it is.
He's had a couple of iterations of his podcast. He got Baron Davis the fuck out. I can't do this by myself. Let me bring somebody in. Let me get this nigga out of here.
Bro, he ain't doing views like that, bro.
First of all, he's been talked about for a week. I'm not even saying he's good at talking about. I don't want to hear him talk about basketball. I'm saying that he's killing it. He got another contract off of this. He's a bum ass basketball player, right? Got $100 million, $200 million. He's a bum ass broadcaster, right? Got some more money off that shit. So if he's a bum, like y'all saying he is, why does he keep getting paid? He figured it out. I can't be. I'm now, and Flea calls me a hater. I can't hate on a motherfucker who figured that shit out and got y'all fucking going crazy.
You pick and choose what you hate on. You pick and choose what you hate on.
So do you. Just like you. Yeah.
Listen. For me, I never hate on nobody getting money, especially my people. Get all the money you can. All I'm saying is, no, hold on. A lot of times you continue to bring up how good he is in front of the mic, and I'm saying, my opinion, you over-exaggerate that.
No. You pick and choose what you want to hear. I don't even watch his shit. I don't like Draymond. The only podcaster you ever heard me big up really was JJ Redick. You hate him, and that guy got a job with the Lakers, and you ain't been talking about that shit since. Killing the Laker coaching job, right? And he went from podcasting. He was doing his thing. Draymond Green.
He's killing Laker coaching job. They won one game in the playoffs last season with LeBron and Luka. How is he killing the coaching job?
All right.
He's doing a good job.
All right.
He's doing a good job.
And I'm again.
Hold on. In 15 games, he's doing a good job. Let's see what happens in the playoffs, y'all.
It hasn't been. It's been 97 games.
Let's see.
You said he's killing it. I'm saying last season they won one playoff game in the playoffs with Luka and LeBron James. That is a failure. He's killing it right now within 20 games. A team like that, like that, with those players like that, we're going to judge them on playoff series and championships. That's it.
That's fine.
Cool.
First year head coach, if I'm in the playoffs, I'm fine. First year head coach ain't never had no job, ain't never sat next to nobody.
With Luka and LeBron, really, Flea?
Yes, OG, yes.
Cool.
If I'm a first year head coach who has no experience and I was just talking to you on the microphones on a podcast, yes, I've done a damn good job.
And
yes.
the same way Draymond gets hated on, his own co-workers were hating on him, saying he was too smug. He's an asshole. He's this and he's that. Okay, all I said was I like how he breaks down basketball. If he could bring that to the Lakers locker room and he really steps to them and talks to them like he talks to us with that arrogance, he'll be fine. And so far, they're doing their thing.
So you telling me we giving credit now to a nigga that inherited a team with 2 of the top 10 best players in the NBA. One of them is top 5, sometimes the best player in the NBA, and one of them is half of the world think he's the greatest thing they've ever seen. You telling me a team like that with a first-time head coach shouldn't make the playoffs?
Yes, I'm talking about his success. I'm not talking about player. I'm not talking about you. See, you keep talking about LeBron and Luka. He could have had Michael Jordan. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying as a first-year head coach with 0 experience, I am okay with where he's at right now as a coach. I'm fine with where he's at. I can't gauge him because he has this on his team. He's doing a damn good job coaching. He's coaching up niggas that ain't really like that. Jackson Hayes is finding a way to be a serviceable player. Jackson Hayes was about to be out of the league before JJ Redick came in. Like, he's doing.
Hold on. Actual question. Darvin Ham first year as a head coach. What did the Lakers make the playoffs or no? And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm asking.
Western Conference Finals. Yeah. What was that? The Western Conference Finals? Or am I bugging? That's that year?
They won with Vogel.
Then they got rid of Vogel.
And then they got Westbrook.
Got Ham. I mean, we could check that. That's easy to check. But
it's
yes, they did. And that's impressive for Darvin Ham, for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not, and you can't even Darvin Ham is not in his class right now. No, none of us would even think about having Darvin Ham as a head coach.
That's not the point I'm making.
Nobody and if anybody hires Darvin Ham, you're gonna be like, okay, that's
not
stupid.
the point I'm making.
Hold on.
What's the point you make?
No, let Fabian finish. Go ahead, Fabian.
No, go ahead. I want to hear the actual point. Go ahead.
The point I'm making is y'all are giving JJ Redick all this credit. We know Darvin Ham ain't a good head coach. In his first year with the Lakers, he made the playoffs. It's the roster. It ain't the fucking coach. If you put JJ Redick right now with the Charlotte Hornets, the Washington Wizards, that dumbass Miami Heat roster that I don't know how the fuck Future does what he does, then you get that shit to the playoffs or you make them respectable in the season, then I tell you JJ Redick is doing a hell of a job. But when you got Luka in his fucking prime and you got LeBron James, who for some reason is still playing high fucking level basketball at 49 years old, and you telling me they supposed to get JJ Redick is supposed to get props for he won one fucking game in the playoffs with two of the best players in the NBA.
You keep talking about last year when Luka Doncic was fat, just got there. The team was a new team.
He was fat the whole time. Dallas was in the finals.
We ain't talking about last year. I'm talking about right now, right this
he
second.
He had a fat Luka that just came from the finals, and then before that was in the conference finals.
That's cool.
NBA when he was fat. What are you talking about?
You could keep going. You could keep going, but I never seen Austin Reeves play ball like this. I've never seen DeAndre Ayton play ball like this ever in my life. What
Reeves
are we
was
talking
there last
about?
year. Reeves was there last season, right? With Luka, no?
Yes.
So what are you talking about
right now? The way he's playing, he wasn't playing like this last season.
Come on, man. We pick and choose
the way he's playing, the level he's playing. He wasn't playing like this last season.
And this ain't again. That's a guy that was hated on, and you don't want to give him props, and it's okay. Draymond Green, we don't want to give him props. It's okay. I get it. We're not supposed to like that guy. How the hell is he?
I mean, he could have if he came in and didn't make the playoffs, he would have been. You would have killed him. He's not a good coach. He ain't this. He ain't that.
I still don't think he's a good coach. I don't think he's a good coach. Now, rack up some playoff wins. Hold on. And talk about Austin Reeves, good player. But how does he look in the playoffs? He looks like shit. So, like I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon and give him props. He ain't that shit yet.
He's done what he's and whatever was in front of him, he did well.
Okay.
He did well.
We'll see.
How many first year head coaches win a championship in their first season?
Not many.
Is it only Nick Nurse?
Nick Nurse. Did Riley win the first year he got with the Lakers?
Oh, he might have.
I don't know. Did he?
What about the bubble ring? What was that? His first year there?
Vogel, was that his first year? I gotta check. But how many first year? That's just the blanket question. Comments. Y'all can drop it in the comments. But how many first year head coach?
Are you asking first year head coaches ever? That's their first season of coaching, or because that wasn't Frank Vogel's first time coaching when he went with the Lakers. He's been coaching.
All right.
Orlando, Sacramento.
All right, just
Indiana to multiple Eastern Conference Finals. So that even makes it. Look at you, Fabian, doing God's work. That even makes it better. The nigga ain't had no experience. Again, he was sitting here talking to us on a podcast. We was booking him to come on the show. And now he's on the sidelines in the Staples Center in the playoffs. And now he ain't shit. Come on, OG.
Listen, Darvin Ham. Listen, I'm not trying to be a troll or thorn.
Darvin Ham did a damn good job too.
Right, but we all see. That's what I'm saying. But we're going to give JJ Redick props. What did he do that Darvin Ham didn't do so far? That's all I'm saying.
I think he's getting the most out of some of the players that.
That's LeBron, man, and he like him. That's the difference. Niggas ain't like Darvin Ham. Get your bum ass out of here. JJ Redick is my guy, so we gonna show him a little bit of respect.
Yo, OG,
hold on, wait. But listen, we can say that about Bronny. Bronny's my son. We got him in here, and he hasn't shown improve. You could say that about Bronny, because the same thing is done for JJ Redick, right? That's the same thing. That's LeBron's guy. We're gonna bring him in here. They brought him in here, and to me, he's not just not showing improving. They have different offensive schemes. They were the top 5 rated defense last year without Anthony Davis when he was there. They are doing things. They have a totally different system. Even with Luka there, with Austin, I just didn't think without having good defenders this year, they're what 15-4 now, or 14-4.
A lot of
playing well.
A lot of these teams, and we could get up to a lot of these teams. My opinion is flourishing. Same thing going on in the East, going on in the West, and it's no knock to nobody, but it's a lot of injuries. A lot of teams ain't doing what they supposed to do. Like I said, I ain't never giving the Lakers props. I can't stand the Lakers. Yeah, I know who else I can't stand. I'm a Knicks fan, but let's be for real. Besides OKC and Denver, everybody else is terrible. So I think by default, Lakers is playing great basketball right now. But for me, I'm judging them in the playoffs, Flea. When you got LeBron and Luka Doncic, and you got a great mind, and people really think he's a good head coach, I'm not going to argue y'all with that. Ooh, I give you that. That's called a 3-headed monster. Let's see how that works in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. Because when you team up those three with JJ Redick and you give him LeBron and Luka, then now you get Ayton and Reeves is playing great basketball. Now it's no excuse. I need to see y'all in the conference finals. No more first round exits. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
yeah, I'm. Y'all know me. I'm always about progression. I'm always about taking steps. Y'all niggas like taking leaps. I'm a scared nigga. I like to take steps. I like to be a little methodical when I do my. I don't just jump in the pussy. I take a peek at that. What's going on with it? I smell all right. Look, I go jump in the shower before I jump in you. I take my time with it. You niggas just get out off the street. Just get off the street. I'm jumping in it. Be cool. Be cool. Let's just watch this thing marinate a little bit. So right now, JJ Redick, you be cool. I'm not done yet. I'm cooking right now.
Mute his mic, man.
I'm cooking right now. Just be cool, Ray.
He just said we take something off the street and you let him say that and didn't mute his mic. He just called us crackheads.
Oh, chill.
Nah, he called us a couple of Johns the way he did.
That nigga Ray's face.
Nah, that's right.
That nigga Ray's face is like, all right, you done yet, nigga? All right, nigga, get to your.
I'm tired. I'm tired of the whole. I'm more mature than you guys, and I'm in my 30s, and like, let's go holler at 17, 19, 20-year-old Flea.
A bug out. A fucking bug out.
Fresh off the street.
Yeah. Bug out. I'll tell y'all something offline, but be cool, chill. You doing y'all? You see, you tried to lie me. You know how transparent I am. I almost told y'all on camera. Niggas would have clipped that up. You nasty, right? Yo, he's terrible, OG.
Listen, we just talked about the Lakers. They are sneakily ushering the LeBron era up out of there with JJ Redick and these guys. And recently, we know somebody just left LA last year for Luka Doncic, going to the Mavericks. And geez Louise, Anthony Davis is already up for grabs. He's on the trading block, apparently. Let's talk about it.
Knicks rehab.
I was fumed. I was at work in the office. That's why I wanted to hit that send request button so bad. I watched this nigga for almost an hour.
Please reserve all flames for this, because I can't wait for the tap dancing in them Gucci flip-flop shoes to take place.
Yeah, I'm gonna be quiet. Set the table. Let him get off what he got to get off.
Nothing Gucci over here.
Excuse me, Nike flip-flops. The Knicks could go after.
Crocs. He got a pair of Nick Crocs. Where do you get them from? I need those.
The Knicks could go after Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
I just like messing with my audio. There he goes, messing with my audio again. The Knicks could go. He's gonna do it. The Knicks could go after Anthony Davis if he becomes available, per Ian Begley. I'm sure the Knicks would at least check in with the Dallas Mavericks when Anthony Davis becomes available. You may scoff at the idea, but the Knicks want to win a title this season. If Dallas is offering Davis at a below market cost, I'm sure the Knicks will at least give the move some thought. I'm going to the gentleman in the middle first. AllBall. You've been wanting for superstars, lauding for superstars. You already got your superstar. He's been in for a year at least. You're done with him, apparently. AD may be up for grabs. Is it crazy if the Knicks go and get him?
Birdman hands. This is going to be juicy. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. We had an opportunity to go get Giannis. We didn't do that for whatever reason. Go get Anthony Davis. To me, he's a perfect fit for what we need. I'm sorry. We have no interior defense. We have no one that can block shots. We have no one that can change the game on the defensive end at that position. And let's not forget, offensively, he can give you 20 plus. He can knock down a three. He got the mid range, and he gonna put you on the block. Go get him. And to me, this is what makes the Anthony Davis thing very sexy, because we make and get him without giving up Cat. Take OG. Take Mitchell Robinson. You niggas is unhealthy anyway. You niggas don't play anyway. Bye. We overpaid for OG anyway. See, for me, everybody's looking at this Anthony Davis situation. They're just thinking automatically, get rid of Cat. No, we don't have to get rid of Cat. Now, the only thing that'd be a problem, both of them don't want to play the five. AD has made it clear that he doesn't want to play the five. But I think AD would be much cheaper than Giannis. And if we're able to keep Cat and get AD and put him with Brunson, listen, I don't see how we don't even think about that. I think it's a real thing. In something like this, we have to win a championship this season. I'm sorry. I understand what my brother Fleety's saying, and he's 100% correct. There's a process, and there's ways you have to go about things. But I think right now, the way the East is, you two niggas ain't scaring me with y'all shades. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm tired of
Miami Vice.
looking at you. I'm tired of looking at you.
These fake Miami Vice. Y'all niggas get out of here. Yeah, hold on. Don't get my shoulder roll on y'all niggas. I'm saying.
I'm tired of looking at you.
Hey, man,
I'm saying I don't. Jelly roll. That was funny. Let's get that butter roll out of here.
That butter roll out of here. Fuck out of here.
I'm just saying. We took a chance on OG, who we know was injury prone. We still are taking a chance with Mitchell Robinson, even though we drafted him. But I'm just saying, I don't know how many years it's been to where we know he can't really play. I don't see why we don't take a chance on Anthony Davis. Seriously, I'm not trolling. I'm not being funny, especially if we can get him and keep Cat. Now, I get it. People were saying, nah, don't give up Cat. For me, if we could do a deal straight up and maybe get AD with one of those young other players, because we definitely need another ball handler, then I'm doing that. I'm sorry. I'm over Cat. I'm going to just be honest with you. The only way this can change my mind is if Cat help us win a championship. I don't see that. I don't like the style of basketball that Mike Brown has us playing, because it is literally no defense. We don't have the defenders. We don't know how long OG is really going to be out. Is he ever going to be 100% healthy? For me, if you asking me, who would you rather gamble on? OG, Mitchell Robinson, or AD? It's not even close. I'm gambling on Anthony Davis. So for me, I think the question is, can we get AD without giving up Cat? That's the question that we need to be asking. And if we can, go get him ASAP. I wouldn't even think about it. Whoever y'all want to take, like I said, take OG, take Mitch. If you want to throw a little other piece in there, go ahead, bye. I'm doing that without question. I'm not even thinking about it. Go get Anthony Davis. To me, he's a great fit for what we need to win a championship. And I'm going to be honest, I think Cat is a great fit for the Dallas Mavericks. That's just my opinion. But I'm going to let you cook. The question is, can we get Anthony Davis without giving up Cat? If we can do,
fuck that question. Why are you asking that question? Why are you asking that question when 4 hours ago you wanted to give away Cat? Now, no, stop. You had enough. You had enough. I never cut you off until you stop. But no, stop now.
What he put up. Responding to the clip he put up. Hold on, I ain't ducking no smoke. Get rid of Cat. Great for AD right now. Fuck is you talking about? I'm responding to the clip he put up that said what it said. Fuck that. Great Cat right now for Anthony Davis. I ain't ducking no smoke. I seen enough. Right. And if Mike Brown could go in that, trade, get him the fuck out of here too.
All right. There you go.
Take my glasses off and let me put my glasses back on.
Yeah. Wipe them down. Wipe your brow. It's glistening. Wipe it down. I see it.
Out here.
Flea. We do have a topic at hand. Anthony Davis is available, apparently. But there's some smoke for all ball. I don't know which way you want to start with because he tried to kill your steam. But should the Knicks go after Anthony Davis?
Bro, it shouldn't even be a thought. That shouldn't even be something that we entertain. We slam. I'm sorry, what? What I do tenderism and my son Jordan Stallion all at the same time. Like my son Jordan Stallion he'd be like, throw his glasses, throw the fucking phone across the room. Get the fucking phone across the room. We'll buy a new one. The screen is cracked. Get that shit out of here. We're slamming the phone on whoever calls about Anthony Davis. See, here's the thing, OG. The idea of Anthony Davis is a dope idea. Like, it's dope. The reality of Anthony Davis ain't it for me. It's not something that I'm willing to sign up for. So I could fully understand what you're talking about in terms of a healthy player. But at no point in his entire career has he shown us, the people that love and watch basketball, that he can consistently be healthy on a consistent basis. Why I would rather continue to hitch my wagon in this situation with OG, with Mitchell Robinson, is because if we hitch it to Anthony Davis, that's our Lord and Savior. OG Anunoby, replaceable. Mitchell Robinson, replaceable. If you put AD in an important role for us and he can't get on the floor, that is not replaceable. We are going to rely on him heavily to do a job that he ain't going to be present for. You want rim protection? You got to be out there. You want rebounding? You got to be out there. You want championship pedigree because he won a championship? You got to be out there. He has proven time and time again he's not reliable. So, okay, you pissed off with OG Anunoby and Mitchell Robinson. Great. They're swing players. They're swing guys. Anthony Davis ain't no fucking swing guy. We are going to bring Anthony Davis in to play a huge role, to be the best player on a championship team. That's what you're asking him to do if you bring him into New York City. Because we already said Jalen Brunson ain't the best player on a championship team. So what the fuck you going to expect Anthony Davis to do? You that pissed off with Cat that you want Anthony Davis now?
Yeah. Yes.
Like Cat did you that dirty that you are willing to take a gamble?
Yes.
And I heard what niggas said. You're willing to give up something that walks through the door and is going to cook you dinner, bathe you, and bend over properly and do it the way you like it, as opposed to somebody who walks in the room, never cooks, never cleans. It's a gamble if you're going to get some ass or not. And she ugly. Are you serious? You're going to sign up for that? You're going to sign willingly sign up for that. No. OG comes back, our defense completely changes. Mitchell Robinson plays 20 to 25 minutes a game, things completely change. I would rather rely on them to play a role than to rely on Anthony Davis to bring us a championship? To help us do that? Nah. He's not even going to show up to the press conference. He's not even going to,
we don't need him to. We don't need him to show up to no press conference.
We need him to show up to games, and he hasn't proven that.
Right. Okay.
He hasn't proven that. So
Man,
you
listen,
got so you
OG
must
and
be
Mitch,
pissed.
OG and Mitch ain't do it neither.
I'm fine with that. Those are B level guys when we talk about tiers. Those are B level guys. What you get out of them is an additive. It's a part of the equation. Anthony Davis becomes the equation. Why would we want to do that? Cat at least shows up. He's out there. He's a body. Anthony Davis would be getting fly in New York City, and it would piss you off. He would be sitting on the bench like Ben Simmons, fly Louis, fly Gucci, everything fly, hairs fly, jewels rocked up, baddest bitch on the baseline. But no results. I can't sign up for that. I can't sign up. Not willingly. Knock me over the head, unconscious, man. Willingly? Anthony Davis, stay in Dallas. Get yourself groin. He looks fat. 6'10", 6'11" nigga coming in out of shape. Fat. His groin. Hangnail. Plantar fasciitis. Migraine. Back. Shoulder. Pinky. Like, come on, OG. What are you talking about right now?
Still better than OG and Mitch put together.
No, because he's not available.
And they're not available enough neither, Flea.
Bro,
I'm sorry.
Anthony,
I don't. Go ahead, Flea. I'm sorry.
Anthony Davis has played 70 games 2 times in the last 10 years. Karl-Anthony Towns has at least played 70 games twice in the last 4 years, which is not great, but it's better than that motherfucker. Anthony Davis, I don't understand where you get these things from. Anthony Davis will give me a heart attack. If my front court is who? AD, you saying Cat, and who's at the 3 if OG is gone? Who's the small forward? PJ Washington?
Josh Hart. What are you talking about? Now you have a problem with Josh Hart. He started last season and we did great.
No, you got a problem with Josh Hart, and today you don't have one.
You asking me,
and he's been playing horrible. No, I'm asking you rhetorically. What are you talking about right now, Anthony Davis? That would be another Knick historical move. Go get McDice. Go get this other bum. Not bum because McDice just got hurt. Of course
McDice is nowhere near as good as Anthony Davis. Stop it.
Okay,
stop it.
Regardless of how great he was,
Marty Stoudemire and Neva, stop it. It's not even close.
Regardless of but they were high grade players at some point, and they came in with injury riddled history. Anthony Davis, forget injuries, he doesn't even want to show up to play. Karl-Anthony Towns at least fought through them bum ass injuries last year, and you know I'm the biggest Cat critic since we got him. But I'm not trading. That means we traded everybody away to get Anthony Davis. I don't like. That's another guy that I hate.
Everybody away. Okay, I'm sorry.
Because the way I look at it is Randall's gone, Mitch is gone, Dante's gone, Quentin Grimes is gone. Now Karl-Anthony Towns is gone.
We didn't re-sign Hartenstein.
We couldn't re-sign Hartenstein, so I don't even count him, right? But everybody's gone and replaced with AD. I can understand this for Giannis because Giannis is proven to play. He's tough on that court. Anthony Davis, that's way too much for him. A guy who has never shown leadership. Cat, at least, even though he's not a leader, he's playing nice with the teammates. What the hell is Anthony? That's all, folks. What is he good for? They say he just had a Packers jersey on or whatever it was on the court, trying to send another subliminal message. He's a bitch too. Now that I think about it, all this subliminal messaging. At least Cat just keep the Dipset shit off the court. There's no subliminal messaging with him. He's just a confused soul. But AD, all that smoke you got for Draymond, but AD, dog, #1 draft pick. AD and Karl-Anthony Towns, I thought they were going to run this league when they got drafted. That's how talented they are. But they are both disappointments. They're both underwhelming. But Cat has proven to be the last couple years. He's shown up. Anthony Davis, that Disney Mickey Mouse ring, without that, what are you really? What are you really?
Yeah,
you really shouldn't be considered top 75. What he did is an atrocity.
But in your own words, that you said about Draymond Green, don't take away his accolade, don't take away what he did. Yeah, he got it done, right? All I'm saying is I watched the Toronto Raptors take a chance on an injured, Kawhi Leonard, who came from San Antonio for all we need is one season. Yeah, I'm going there.
Comparison, not even close.
Here we go. Like I said,
not even comparable.
Toronto Raptors ain't take a chance. That wasn't taking a chance. Knowing he's not going to re-sign anything, that wasn't taking a chance.
Please,
Coming off a major injury.
The Raptors came off a conference finals and they upgraded
No.
the position.
No. We're not doing that. Did the Toronto Raptors take a chance on Kawhi Leonard? He was coming off a major injury with the Spurs where he was misdiagnosed, all type of shit.
That's not a chance. That's not a chance. That's not a chance.
It's not a chance.
That's not a chance. How is that taking a chance? You've already been a fucking loser forever. So it don't even matter at this point. They had a historic season in 2019, and he followed up with see y'all later. When he got there, he told Masai, I love you. Thank you for getting me the fuck out of San Antonio, but I am not going to be here no matter what happens. And guess what happened? These niggas won the championship, and before the parade was over, he was in LA.
Hold on. Was Kawhi Leonard not injured in San Antonio before he got to Toronto?
Yes.
So how was that Toronto not taking a chance?
Because that's an MVP candidate, Defensive Player of the Year candidate.
No, I'm talking about a guy being injured in a.
I'm talking about. You asked me how's that not taking a chance? You're taking a chance on Anthony Davis, who's not that guy anymore. He's no longer Defensive Player of the Year candidate. He's no longer an MVP candidate, and it's all because of the injuries. And we don't even know if he takes the offseason serious enough or his training serious enough to not be a risk. He's a huge risk. That would be a disappointment. That would get Leon Rose fired. You get him and you don't win, you're out of here. I'm done. If you trade for Anthony Davis, I might not watch any more Knicks games. That's crazy.
He was in the middle of his prime. He was in the middle of his prime. That's not taking a chance because at the end, like I said, at the end of the day, they had no chance of re-signing him. So how is it a chance? It's just like, all right, you be here and see you later.
We can take a chance, right? We could take a chance on OG. We can give up 5 picks for a regular weed shooting guard.
Building a team. You're building
but we don't take a chance. Hold on, but we don't take a chance on going to get Giannis, who said he wants to be here, and now another chance on a generational talent. Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
Anthony Davis is past his prime. You don't go get a guy that's past his prime. That's the difference. Giannis is still a prime player. In 2019, Kawhi Leonard was still a prime player. Anthony Davis a top 10 player right now? Today? Right now. Is he a top 10 player?
No. Is anybody on our team
player?
No, because he's not on the court. So all right, no.
But that's the point. That's the point. He's not on the team. I mean, he's not on the floor. You're trying to stop. That's not fair. You're comparing Anthony Davis to guys that are apart. He is the part. Like we talking about this guy as if we bring him in and he's going to play a role for us, and everything else is still going to be on. We are going to ask a lot of him, and he is no longer there. You keep bringing up OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby is a part of what we need to win. Bridges, a part of what we need to win. Robinson, a part of what we need to win. Anthony Davis does not come in and just, I'm going to be a part of what y'all win. We need him to do a lot. He can't do it. What has he done to show you he can still do it?
Listen, I get what you're saying. I'm not going to dispute anything you said. But at the end of the day, we have a chance, an opportunity to get some of these players, and we're hesitating because we doing it to keep average players. Like, I was the one up here arguing, y'all didn't even think OG should average 17. He's getting max money. We need these guys all to do better. Nah, I mean, listen, you can laugh all you want.
He had a career year last year. He had the best season of his career last year. And niggas like Isaiah fucking Whitehead is talking about OG like he ain't good. And Whitehead played in the league.
This ain't got nothing. No, but this ain't got nothing to do with him. I'm just saying we have guys that need to step up. I'm talking about a nigga
that played in the league that knows that it's a part of winning.
Please, OG and Mitchell Robinson have to step up. If they're not going to step up, if they're not going to be able to stay on the court, get them the fuck out of here.
And the same exact thing. You could replace OG and Mitchell Robinson with Karl-Anthony. Anthony Davis. Everything you just said, and he would have way more responsibility than OG Anunoby and Mitchell Robinson. Now that's a tough task, a heavy load for Anthony Davis to carry.
That's a heavy. So now that's a heavy load with Brunson and Cat there. That's a heavy load, right?
Cat is not going to be on the team if we trade for Anthony Davis. It's not happening.
No. We saying if we are able to keep Cat. Remember, I'm going off the clip he put up.
So you got, again, these are the guys. We haven't talked about this enough. The more I see Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns, I felt the same exact way about RJ Barrett and Julius Randle. Yo, bro, they don't mix together. They just don't. So now you got those two guys that don't mix together, and Anthony Davis is going to make up for everything and do what OG did when he got here, and he made everything balanced. And what about Anthony Davis's game is going to connect Karl-Anthony Towns' game with Jalen Brunson's game to bring it to this next level? Because they don't defend, right? So you're missing two of your best defenders now. You're getting rid of them, losing depth to start Josh Hart, who's not a great defender. Where is this? So now everybody's defense is gone, and we're relying all of it on Anthony Davis.
You want names? I want to win.
No, I don't want names. I want good players. He's a good player. Giannis is a good player. What are you talking about? Ain't no names. Flea, every name we bring up, you don't like. I say Sabonis. Y'all don't like no names. So I'm just saying, what good player should we get? We have average.
Why do you always want to win? Why do you always want to make a move after 15 games? Why do you want to make a move always after 15 games?
Because
games?
These niggas ain't it.
This shit don't work like that. I don't like niggas that you name because you want to bring niggas in like this is NBA Live. This ain't that. You can't trade a nigga every 3 months.
I hear you,
yes,
man.
I don't like half the niggas that you name because it's not gonna work like that.
I like Sabonis. He'll play. I think he's hurt now, as a matter of fact. But again, you just throwing the names out there. You said the same shit about Cat, and now you want him gone. And we were telling you,
wrong.
Okay,
so wrong.
Yeah, but dead wrong. And everything we said about him, we were like, yo, bro, did you watch him?
Hold on. Now I'm dead wrong. We were just in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm dead wrong, right? Okay.
About
okay.
Him? About
right.
him?
I'm dead wrong. We were just in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Everything he did in Minnesota, he's doing now. And you want him gone.
Wrong and dead wrong is two totally different things. You ain't got to put the extra on it. Am I wrong right now? Yes, but dead wrong, I'm not going for that. We were just in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Dead wrong, and you want him gone. That's what happened. I didn't do this. You did it to yourself. You hyped him up, and now you want Anthony Davis, who we're saying the same thing about. It's not that he's not a great talent. He's a great talent, but he's damn near washed up if he's not already. He can't get on the court. That's crazy. He's supposed to be the replacement for Luka Doncic. So he couldn't even replace Luka, but he's replacing everybody, Cat, possibly, or anybody else on our team. You can't replace Luka. What you gonna do in New York? You can't handle Dallas media. What you think? That would be just, we would be the laughing stock once again of the NBA.
We the laughing stock now. What's the difference?
No, it's not.
We 9-6. Yes, we are. Get out. Yes, we are. We 9-6
of the NBA.
The Brooklyn Nets still exist. The Dallas Mavericks still exist. There's a lot of laughing stocks out here.
We were 9-6 after 15 games last season. And we were not the last.
Like I said, listen, beginning of the season, all these injuries, everybody said, this is our year. We should be in a championship. Flea, you ain't got to agree to that, but let's not act like that wasn't the talk. And right now, being 9-6, losing the teams without their best player, can't get no defensive stops. Yes, my opinion, we are a laughing stock. I'm not saying we're a laughing stock as the Charlotte or the Washington or the Dallas, but let's be realistic. When it comes to some of the best teams in the East, we are dropping the ball straight up.
And you want to pick it up with Anthony Davis?
Just my rebuttal and response to that is the teams that you talk about, right, that come into the next season after Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals, these teams don't make coaching changes. We made a coaching change, and that's just like whatever. Okay, we just bring in anybody, and we just should keep it rolling. Mike Brown, me, David Lee, whoever, John Jones, whoever. You bring in whoever you want, and the Knicks are supposed to be good enough to whoever's on the sideline coaching, we should hit the ground running again. And I'm just like, I don't care. Like, Fabian don't want me to be so mature. I don't care what ESPN or any of these fucking talking heads said about the New York Knicks being in championship contention. What do we see with our own two eyes? I don't give a fuck what they had to say. Forget them. We know just as much basketball as they do. So because they said we should be in championship contention, we got to run with that? No, I'm looking at the team. The team ain't championship contenders right now. We just made a coaching change. So we supposed to roll in, and you always quote me. Or every team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals makes it to the finals the next season. Yeah, every team don't fire their coach after they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals too. Every team that did that didn't do that the following summer. It didn't happen. They followed up with the same roster. They followed up with the same coach, ran it back, and got there. But we changed the formula, but we supposed
it's happened
to do
before. It's happened before though.
Who?
The Toronto Raptors head coach. Wasn't they conference finals?
AllBall suckers.
Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, look, I know. Just saying, man. That's the guy I am. I'm just saying.
So real quick, because I ain't done yet.
No, we done.
So time out.
Now we done.
Mike Brown. So Mike Brown.
Serious? Look, he don't want to laugh.
Mike Brown and Anthony Davis. Mike Brown, Anthony Davis, top 75 player. Mike Brown, Nick Nurse, and Kawhi Leonard. Who Kawhi Leonard is also a top 75 player. So Nick Nurse and Kawhi Leonard, Mike Brown and Anthony Davis are the equivalent of that.
It's been done, Flea. That's all I'm saying.
They're the equivalent of that. Okay.
Listen, you tend to say this hasn't been done before. All I said was it's been done. Is it a big task? Yes. All I'm saying is the roster that we had constructed coming off of the Eastern Conference Finals and coming into a new season with all the injuries to the best teams in the East, all I'm saying is that should have been a pathway for us to take over this Eastern Conference and dominate. And I'm saying thus far, being 9-6, we look bad. And until we figure this shit out, it's going to look even worse. No Halliburton, no Tatum, no Embiid, and we are still struggling against Orlando with no Big Hero, Miami with no Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero. That is a problem. The beginning of the season, you correctly, fuck ESPN and all them guys that talk ball. We know just as much as them. But let's be for real. This should be our year. This should be our year. That's all I'm saying. And it's not looking like it so far.
I just wish you would account for the coaching change. I just wish you would account for that. I wish you would account for that and be honest with yourself. We were 9-6 last year with the coach that you didn't want no more. We 9-6 this year with the new coach that whether y'all like him or not, whatever, that's up for debate. But I just more times than few, if you make a change at the top, there's gonna be it's gonna be some tug of war. It's gonna be some time to figure it out. If we get to January and shit is different, then then we can start talking about, okay, we on the right path. But right now, 9-6 with a new head coach, a few injuries, I just think we right where we need to be. And
I know we got to go one road win. Like I'm just saying,
it's bad, but
and that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Everything is new for me. Everything is new for me. This ain't the same Knicks team we running it back with. So.
Knicks rehab.
Y'all.
Yeah, man. Same bad time, same bad channel. AllBall's gonna come up with a new superstar to trade for tomorrow. Guaranteed. Tune into his IG live. Tune into Knicks rehab. AllBall. Flea. Fabian.
These fucking dudes.
Sayonara. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.